Like my colleagues, I understand the importance of protecting our environment, and I believe it's in our nation's long-term interest to embrace cleaner energy sources to reduce greenhouse gases, especially as other countries around the world become more industrialized. Since being elected to Congress, I have worked to increase the availability and use of alternative energy sources. I believe this is important not only because it can reduce our dangerous dependence upon foreign sources of energy, but also because of the environmental benefits of using cleaner sources of energy. Through alternative energy resources, including wind, hydropower, and a strong agriculture sector that allows for the production of renewable fuels such as ethanol and biodiesel, South Dakota is leading the way toward cleaner and more efficient energy technologies, I should say. My colleagues may be surprised to learn that due to robust hydroelectric and wind energy, approximately 70% of South Dakota's energy production is renewable. As a member of the Senate Finance Committee, I promoted the responsible use of energy tax credits to bring technologies to a point of competitive maturity, notably wind energy, which has seen expansive growth on the Great Plains. In fact, the fourth quarter of 2020 saw more wind projects come online nationally than in any previous year other than 2012. As a member of the Senate Agriculture Committee, I've also promoted the use of homegrown biofuels to lower carbon emissions from the transportation section. Biofuels like ethanol have, on average, 46% lower carbon emissions than conventional gasoline. Ethanol and biodiesel are readily available carbon solutions that can leverage the existing vehicle fleet and a majority of existing fueling infrastructure across the country. And even as more electric vehicles hit the road, we must not forget that millions of Americans will continue to drive liquid fuel vehicles for years to come. Biofuels can make each American driver part of our climate solution. Congress and this administration should not overlook American agriculture and the immense opportunities the ag sector brings to the table. This starts with accurate data and modeling to fully recognize the emissions contributions of biofuels, and I have an amendment to address this. By encouraging domestic energy production, increasing America's renewable energy supply, and reducing consumption, we can ultimately achieve lower energy costs, lower emissions, energy independence, and a stronger economy. Unfortunately, provisions in this $260 billion energy tax bill miss the mark, and it will impose new costs on American families at a time when many can ill afford them. My colleagues will characterize this bill as tech neutral, but right out of the gate they strip energy programs that help deliver affordable and reliable energy to Americans every day and support good-paying jobs across the country. Just 3 weeks ago, the Colonial Pipeline hack was a wake-up call to the importance of American energy security and energy independence. American consumers should never have to question whether they will have reliable and affordable access to energy and fuel, and I have concerns that this bill will undercut the great strides we've made in America's recent energy renaissance, particularly through natural gas and hydraulic fracking. In order for America to maintain its competitive energy posture, we cannot hamstring our energy industries that have reduced our dependence on foreign sources of energy, nor should we overlook the readily available technologies that have made America a leader in clean energy. If we're to make meaningful, fiscally responsible investments in American energy, delivering affordable and reliable energy to consumers, growing good-paying jobs for American workers, all while lowering our emissions, it will require a truly all-of-the-above approach. So I welcome, Mr. Chairman, the robust discussion here today.
Thank my colleague. Senator Casey.